Hey folks, so today we will talk about simplicity. Yeah, and we all know that code should be simple. We have a lot of principles. We have a lot of vision architecture to be simple, and yeah, and we even have keys and keep it simple, stupid, and all those things. But what I discovered after more than 22 years in software development, that simplicity is extremely hard and simplicity is extremely complex because usually we start as a juniors and we try to write the simple code because we don't know how to write the complex code, and after that we learn and learn more about the patterns, about the different things, and our uh, solutions became more complex and complex, and after that we have the curve when we get more senior and we try to write the simple code. And same for architecture, same for other things. And yeah, simplicity is extremely complex, but simplicity have a lot of interesting things because first of all you need to understand the context, you need to understand the audience, and any kind of system created by people for people, and it's the main complexity actually. And if you're talking about simplicity and complexity, we have a lot of inherited complexity. So even if you haven't started yet, open the empty file, you already have inherited complexity that not make your life simple. So what I mean, the programming languages. If you write in Rust or you write in Scala or you write in something else, you already have something that bring their own complexity. And even some simple languages like Lisp, for example. Lisp, extremely simple, have his own concepts, and it could be complex for people who doesn't know these concepts. Or my favorite language recently, Gleam. Gleam just have recursion and pattern matching, and they don't even have any kind of constructions in the language for loop, ifs, and all the things. Extremely simple. Or Smalltalk, that is extremely simple. It's just a message passing, and even if statement and booleans, they just accept the messages, so they don't have the if statements. But if you will try to go to your team and say that we need all from today write a code in Gleam, for them it will be extremely hard. And then we discover that simplicity have the context, and simplicity have the component of the cognitive load. So it's really depend what's your current team knows, and if they prepared, and if the new information or new solution for them create the cognitive load, or it looks similar because they made it before, and all other things. So functional programming extremely simple for people who know the category theories, who know what the all these monads, applicators, and all other things are. But it will be extremely complex for people that have no idea what it what is it. And uh, as you know, as my experience show that I spent a lot of time, to focus not on the code, but focus on the cognitive load for other people, you know. Because when I design a solution, I just keep in mind my team, and I try to think what they should learn or how I should present it or how I should explain it to them that they will buy it, and it will lower the cognitive load and resistance and all of the things. But to write the simple code and to create the um, simple systems, we really need to try hard, and it's definitely not cheap and definitely not fast. And another thing that sometimes we getting back from the inheritance of complexity. Sometimes you get the complexity from programming languages and tools, but sometimes you have the complexity of domain. So your domain could be insanely hard, or your domain could be new, and the new and hard domains actually they not making the life easier. So if you're building yet another e-commerce, Okay, you have some challenges in the load and all of the things, but you know what you're doing. But if you build in some local first, privacy first, artificial intelligence agents, then you have a lot of fun. And could it be simple? It could. It could over the time when your team and you will learn this domain. But simplicity, uh, it's not cheap, and it's my main message that we all try to create the simple things. Sometimes some tools and libraries they hide the complexity, and it's a power of abstraction and the patterns and all of the things. It's the superpower that really try to make things simpler, because you not focus on the implementation, you focus on the concept that people give to you. But sometimes it's create a false simplicity, or sometimes you have the code that looks extremely simple, like we introduce awaits to the JavaScript, and right now asynchronous code look like flat synchronic one, but it's not. And the false simplicity, it's even worse than complexity, because we think that code is simple, but on practice it's not. And actually it could be the huge problem, because together with the simplicity and cognitive load, our systems should be friendly to the user resources, especially when we're talking about the mobile applications. They should not drain the battery, or eat all the internet on the user devices and all other things. Or if you're talking about the server side, yeah, some technologies on the server side nowadays, they give them amazing tools, but they have insane costs in operations. And we need to find the balance, to be able to quickly sketch something on lambdas and not pay half of the company revenue to the Amazon. So the false simplicity, it's worse than complexity. And in practice, it's good to focus on high level abstraction, but somebody in the team always needs to know what's behind of this abstraction and how it's work, because sometimes it's crucial to understand how the things work, especially when they don't. And yeah, so I really keen to talk more about what simple mean, but what I definitely know that this simple definition always bounded to the team, the context, and organization that have their sorry own domains, own tools, own challenges, and uh, the people, the people around. So that's why simplicity, uh, it's not for free. Simplicity is quite expensive. Yeah, it's expensive, and it's hard to find the people who really like to create the simple things. Usually we bias to action. Usually we overcomplicating the things. Usually we ancients and wants to cover some crazy corner cases, and crazy corner cases sometimes make things not simpler. Yeah, and be aware about it. So it was the philosophical Wednesday, and see you next time, and choose